Hello friends, welcome to this YouTube video program. Friends, we are discussing about different units of different courses of MA education program of Indira Gandhi National Open University. We have started our discussion on the first course of MA education program, that is MES 011. The course title is Understanding Education. This is the first course of this program. Yesterday we have discussed unit 1, that is education as an operational aspect of society. We have discussed this unit in two different video programs. First, we have discussed about education as a subsystem of the society, or education is also called as a miniature of the society. And in our second program, we have discussed about how education as an operational aspect of education. We have discussed the functions and its operations in different aspects of the society, in different aspects of you can say the human development and human activities. So friends, today we will discuss the second unit of this course. The title of second unit is Education, a Purposive and Continuous Process. This is the unit 2 of this course, MES 011, Understanding Education. And just like our earlier practice, here also we will try to understand that what is the purpose of education and how we call education as a continuous process. Okay, we will try to understand with certain examples, with certain illustration. And we'll discuss this unit in 2-3 small video programs. First, we'll discuss about education as a purpose. Then second, we'll discuss about aims of education. What are the different aims of education? And further, we'll discuss to understand that education as a continuous process. So friends, the objective of, or you can say the learning outcomes of today's discussion, that is to explain or to understand education as a purposive process. Then second, to describe education as a continuous process, and further to distinguish between individual and social aims of education. And we also discuss about the role of education in political, cultural and economic development of the individual. So in our first program of this unit, first we will discuss about to understand education as a purposive process. You see friends, whatever we do in our lifetime, in our daily activities, you will find that we do with certain purpose, okay, with certain aim. And in my earlier program, I have discussed that when we talk about the objective, the aim and the goal, you will find that the concept of goal, concept of aim and concept of objective is different. You can say objective is very specific in nature, and objective is included in aims. Aim is some extent broader than the objective. And further, in comparison to aims and goals, you will find that aims are comparatively narrower than the goal. Okay, the aim of one's life, or you can say the aims of one's activities, that leads further to achieve the goal. But here what we are discussing, when we talk about education as a discipline, education as a subject, or you can say when we talk about educating oneself, okay, so here we have certain purpose. So here you see, it talks about the broader aspect of education, or the broader aspect of enlightenment, and the broader aspect of acquainting oneself with different developmental aspects in the society. Okay, so when we talk about particularly the education and how we educate the human child, we can just give certain philosophical concepts. We can discuss certain philosophical concept. We can give example of certain definitions on education that has given by you can say the education is just like, let the definition of education or the concept of education that has been given by Mahatma Gandhi. You see, Mahatma Gandhi says education means an all-round drawing out of the best in child and man, body, mind and spirit. So here this is the purpose of education that has been deduced from the concept of education of different educationists, the concept of education from different philanthropists, from different philosophers. Just like Mahatma Gandhi, here you see Mahatma Gandhi has given or stressed upon the all-round development of human child, or you can say it says that all-round drawing out of the best in child and man, body, mind and spirit. So here all-round development means Gandhiji has given importance on the development of body, means the physical development, development of mind, it means the intellectual development. Then the development of spirit means the spiritual development. Here you see Gandhiji has given importance upon three aspects of education: the physical aspect, the mental aspect and the further spiritual aspect. So friends, here you see when we talk about all-round development of the human beings, it means we are emphasizing one's physical development, how we call that a sound mind lies in a sound body. Okay, if we have a sound body, then definitely we can get a sound mind. Okay, for functioning or you can say for participating in different activities, or for our proper mental functioning, for our thinking process, for our imagination. At the same time, for doing any hands-on activities, we need our proper mental functioning, and our mental functioning is also depends upon our sound physical health. So that's why here education teaches us how to keep good physical health, because the good physical health that further helps us to acquire a good mental health. So that's why in Gandhiji's definition you will find that the physical development is given importance. At the same time, mental development, intellectual development is also given equal importance by Gandhiji. So here means whatever things we will do, so definitely our thinking process, our imagination, we analyze the things, we synthesize the thing, our reasoning, and you can say how we our perception, our attitude, so all our personalities, all such things are involved in our activities, in our day-to-day activities, in our daily living, you can say. And this is also part of your life skill education also. So that's why under all-round development, here the development of mental activities, development of intellectual activities is also given importance by Mahatma Gandhi. Then further we talk about the spiritual development. Okay, so you see you have a good health, good physical health, at the same time you have good mental condition, you can properly think, properly you can imagine, and you can participate wholeheartedly in any activity. At the same time, for controlling our mind, for controlling our activities, for controlling our behavior, somehow one should be a spiritual in nature. One should introspect what we are really doing, and we should realize this spiritual entity. Okay, so that will, you can say, control one's activity. Okay, you can say that what are the things you are doing, all things are socially desirable, all things are you can say means all things that helps others. So that's why the spiritual entity, the spiritual development of a person will control the person, you can say, in a very from their inner self, the spiritual entity will control the individual. So that's why according to Gandhiji, education, the purpose of education is for physical development, for mental development, as well as for the spiritual development. So here you see the definition of Gandhiji, this is the purpose of education. Then accordingly you will find that the school curriculum and other activities in the schools that has been framed. So here the purpose of education as per this philosophers as per the educationist, you will find that this has been practiced in the teaching learning process. Further, when we talk about you can say let's Spencer, if we consider the definition of Spencer says that education is complete living. So this is also a type of, you can say, total development of personality, just like Mahatma Gandhi. Complete living means you are a part of the society, you are a member of the society. So here education helps the individual for complete living. Complete living means, first of all, one should have a good physical health. Then accordingly, the good physical health will help the individual for acquiring a good mental condition, mental health. Then further, with the good physical health, good mental condition, then one can be a good social being, and one can be a good spiritual being also. So that's why education helps the individual for complete living. So friends, further, if I'll give the example of Swami Vivekananda, the concept of education which is given by Swami Vivekananda, that is, education is the manifestation of divine perfection already existing in man. Okay, it means the person, the qualities or the potential beings or the potential abilities is already with the individual and which is not visible. So this is, you can say, this is the manifestation of divine perfection which is already existing in man. Means the power, or you can say the abilities which is already within the individual, and education helps to manifest that power, and that power is given by the divine, okay, given by the God. Means you have certain power, you have certain power within you, and education helps to manifest, helps to you can say exhibit that power which is already with you. So that's why the purpose of education, it takes a shape from this concept of education given by different education. Is just like when we talk about Swami Vivekananda, here we are focusing upon the spiritual aspect of education. Okay, means we give importance to the individual here, to every citizen, to every person, to every individual in this society, that they have come to this society with ample opportunities. Means they have a lot of power within them, they have a lot of vision within them, they have ideas, they have you can say if you provide them opportunities, then definitely they can do certain miracle in the society. And when we talk about Gandhiji, here you see Gandhiji gives importance upon the all-round development of the human being. So friends, when we design our curriculum, when we select topic for our curriculum, for the school curriculum or for the higher education system, you will find that these concepts takes a shape of purpose of education. Okay, what is the purpose? The purpose of education to be a complete human being, the purpose of education to develop a good individuality, the purpose of education after to be a good individuality. Further, it also helps us for contributing for the society, for working for the society, for the societal development. So that's why the purpose of education that is shaped by the you can say the concept of education given by different educationists. Further, we can take the example of the concept of education given by John Dewey. Here you see the concept of education given by John Dewey. Education is the process of living through continuous reconstruction of experience. It is the development of all those capacities in the individual which will enable him to control his environment and fulfill his possibilities. Here you see this is a beautiful example. This is a pragmatic example, you can say. Means this example gives importance upon the change of life, the change of society, the opportunity of changes, the possibility of changes. So here you see John Dewey says that education is the process of living through continuous reconstruction of experience. Means friends, you see, as we have already discussed that in our earlier programs, you can say that society is a dynamic you can say the society is a dynamic process. Means every time, every moment, the society is ever changing, ever dynamic. Society is not a static process. So that's why, so when society is changing, it means the earlier experiences, the earlier things that we are practicing, we are practicing in the society, that is also getting changing. So it means education helps us to continuously reconstruct our experiences. Means our earlier experience will help to construct new experiences. Means every day we experience certain new things. Okay, so that's why the society is ever changing. So that's why our experiences, our observation is the best for changing, and every time we are just experiencing the new things, and that experience, that observation, that experimentation will help for changing our society. So friends, whatever we are discussing here, this is the purpose of education. It means the purpose of education to construct a good human being first, good individual first. Further, the purpose of education to construct a good society, good community, good you can say perfect community living. Then further we can say that the purpose of education is for nation building. Okay, for you can say for in a very broader aspect, you can say to achieve national integration, to achieve international understanding, to achieve universal brotherhood. We consider that the whole universe is just like one family. Okay, so we are the member of the society, we are the member of the larger society, that's the world. So here, starting from a spirit of nationalism, then we develop the spirit of internationalism, the spirit of a global concept of human living. So that's why this is the purpose of education. Starting from constructing an individual, it further proceeds to achieve the higher goals of life. That is, earlier we are discussing about the aims of education, the objectives of education, at the same time the goal of education. So here, starting from very micro experiences, very micro objectives of life, then we achieve the goal of our life. So that's why the concept of education given by Swami Vivekananda, or you can say your Mahatma Gandhi, maybe Spencer, John Dewey, or other philosophers, other educationists, maybe Indian educationists, maybe Western philosophers, Western educationists. Further, their concepts take a shape of the purpose of education, but defining the purpose of education, then accordingly we have constructed our curriculum. So friends, the first objective of this unit is to understand the purpose of education. So this is the purpose of education. Then accordingly we design our school curriculum, we design our content, how to train, how to groom the young children. Those are coming to the school for getting something, for educating themselves. So accordingly, the very purpose of education, we should shape accordingly that how they can proceed their life, how they can construct themselves, how they can construct themselves for the society, then how they can construct themselves for achieving the broader objective, you can say the global objective of life, that is you can say to achieving the international understanding, emotional integration, at the same time universal brotherhood. So friends, in this program we discussed about the purpose of education, and in our next program we will discuss about the aims of education, at the same time the other aspect, how education is a continuous process. Thank you.